This here is my scratch-built 72-volt scooter cart, and I'm gonna show you a little bit about how I made it, and I'll roll some footage of driving it. It took us about a year from hatching the idea to driving this, and this was originally just supposed to be a prototype, but it just ended up remaining, and we didn't build a different frame. The go-kart can take turns quite fast, reaches top speed of 45 miles an hour, and can drift on low traction surfaces like wet grass or gravel even. The goal never was to have a wooden cart, but it actually provides some good suspension due to the frame flex and just kind of conforms to the road and hasn't really broken yet, so probably won't be replacing it. In terms of range, I have one big battery and then 4 smaller ones that I can use. With one big battery, you're looking at about 15 miles with 2 people, and probably could be 25 with just one person driving around. But then again, you can swap out packs and just keep on going. So range is actually quite decent, but depending on what you're doing, it'll drain the batteries really fast. Like drifting and racing around, it's gonna kill the batteries a lot faster than just cruising to get to a destination. The only other scooter car I've seen is Michael Reeves, which basically uses 4 scooters and keeps them intact. I think this outperforms that design in pretty much every way. Unlike Michael Reeves' scooter car, these scooters are no longer in service and they never will be ever again. The frame is just constructed of wood and 2 bird scooters. The bird scooters are just cut in half and stretched and put on this frame. It's just covered in plywood, but the structural part of the frame is just made out of 2x4s. The rear brakes is just this, which is hose clamped to 2 brake levers. The brake cables run back to these mechanical hydraulic brake calipers. There's one on each wheel back here. And then for the fronts, it's a similar setup, but there's like this pedal kind of, again, not pretty, not clean, not very strong even, but it does work. So that's all that really matters. And then brake cables go up. These are just drum brakes on the front. It runs off of 2 scooter controllers. So there's gonna be one back there and one back there. that just connects to the motor. They're linked with throttle cable as well. The steering I had to fully design myself on CAD. Just uses an Amazon steering wheel. These are ATD tie rods. And then it's Ackerman steering geometry. And I had to design these parts on CAD just to get the geometry correct, but ends up working quite well. It does actually feature reverse, which is quite helpful for doing a 3-point turn since the steering radius just isn't that great with this steering design. There's no chain drive. These are just hub motors, and it uses 2 of them in the back. In future rendition, I just want to use a big motor and have either like a solid axle or even suspension and real motorcycle / go-kart brakes instead of these really crappy calipers.
Ain't gotta wait to make them moves, I be loaded. Why you out here drinking 40s, I just told it. Still that same nigga in a foreign, but it's stolen. Ryan sporty, acting sporty.